Well, hello, Aquarius. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the Aquarius Monthly Tarot Forecast for Gemini season 2021. I'm so glad that you came and found me. If you were brand new here, welcome to my table. And if you are a returning subscriber, I am so very glad that you came on back and joined me. So before we begin, I'm just going to go ahead and create a sacred container by getting out the Palo Santo. We are going to create a sacred container by welcoming in and inviting our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. And we are going to just command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. Now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We call in our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the skies, sacred ones. We call upon you. We welcome you here now. We ask you, please be present with us. Please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. All right, Aquarius, let's get going. So before we begin, all decks of cards are linked down below, and so if you see a deck of cards, check them out down below. And before I shuffle every deck, I pray over the deck. So if you have on headphones, anytime you see me pray, turn down the volume on your headphones so it's not loud when I shuffle. All right, Aquarius, let's begin. This month, we are going to look at the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. If you haven't already, take a moment, give me a big old thumbs up, or like, share, or subscribe to my channel. I would be so appreciative of it. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. Messages, please, for Aquarius for Gemini season 2021. Messages for Aquarius from their higher self. What does Aquarius most need to know for Gemini season 2021? All right. Messages to Aquarius. All right, you've got two of them, and you've got one of my very favorite ones. You've got the Mahatavar Babaji, and you've got Cernunnos. So, the Mahatavar Babaji, he is widely considered to be the father of yoga, okay? He's the one who brought yoga to India, all right? The Mahatavar Babaji, that is soul expansion. Let me look him up. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. You may feel that you've been retreated from the world recently, Aquarius. Maybe you've not been as active socially or spiritually, but this time of inner rest has really paid off. You're becoming more and more consciously aware of how connected you are to God and to all living beings. This sense of union is called yoga. Yoga goes beyond physical ability and into a sense of awareness that's created through spiritual practice, meditation, and devotion to the divine. Mahatavar Babaji, the Yoga Father, is here to inspire that fire of union within you so that you can understand how your thoughts and your actions are creating the waves of energy that form your life. So the whole idea here is that you're in a season of soul expansion. And so, even if you have maybe kind of retreated a little bit from others or from the world in general, and you've been kind of, within yourself, that's because, you've been really, your consciousness has been expanding. Your understanding of the connections between all things has been growing. And as such, it says, the fire of the, I'm sorry, the union within you so that you can understand how your thoughts and your actions are creating the waves of energy that form your life. So, this is the energy of expansion, but this is also the energy of going at it alone. A lot of times, expansion does not come through teamwork. It comes through self-observation and really becoming conscious. And so here you are. It feels like you are really stepping into a higher level of consciousness and soul expansion. Up next, we have Cernunnos. Am I even saying that right? Cernunnos? Cernunnos. You know what? We'll just assume I'm saying it wrong and just you say it however you like. It's fine. Cernunnos, the life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Aquarius. Oh. There is a deep buildup of life force within you now, Aquarius, and a need to channel it into action. You may have extra energy, or you may be more alert than usual, or you may be aware that a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you have been unsure of how this ties into your spiritual path, know that you can allow. Wait, I'm sorry, start that over. Know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you are denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Sir Nunes to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child, and this card appears, fertility is very possible. So this is a card for some of you. If you are trying to get pregnant, there's your sign. This is a good month to go for it. But this is the card of the life force, about expressing your drive and passion, understanding that your sexual power, your root chakra, your sacral chakra is there for a reason. Okay, you weren't created with sexual organs to ignore them. That is energy. This is literally life energy. And if you don't express it, that energy can kind of get backed up and built up inside of you. And so you need to express your sexual energy. It says, oh, my bad. It tells you how to pronounce it right here, y'all. Cernunnos. Cernunnos. Os. Cernunos. Cernuna. Cernunos. Cernunos. Cernunos, Cernunnos. Cernunnos, also known as Hermes, is a Celtic stag god who represents the connection to the earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gunstrip Cauldron, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. He can help us form the connection with the animal spirits and the ancestors of our land. So this is about tapping into your own animal spirit. You've got to understand, you're more than just this being. Like, you have all this energy. You have this connection to source energy, which is a higher self. You have this animalistic drive, this sexual energy. That energy is the fire of desire that literally motivates you. And that's what they're trying to say. They're actually asking you to tap into what motivates you. Find the thing that helps drive you forward so that you can allow your soul to expand. This is about expansion this month, Aquarius. This is about not just mental expansion, but physical expansion. How can you use your physical body to tap into your spiritual self? Okay, let's look at the Golden Girls Tarot. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirits. Messages, please, for Aquarius. What does Aquarius most need to know for Gemini season 2021? What do we most need to tell Aquarius? What do we need to know? All right, messages to Aquarius from their higher self, please. All right, starting right out the gate with the Knight of Pentacles, the World, and the Two of Cups. There's Libra. There's your little sister, Libra. So this is about coming into union with you and your higher self, but it's also, when the Two of Cups shows up, this is about the lovers. This is about union. This is about partnership. And so we have Cernunnos here. This is a lot about balance check. Ow, ow. To be very honest with you, this month, Aquarius, this is about working on becoming whole within yourself, okay? Tapping into the animal ego side of yourself, tapping into the animal drive and desire. And literally think about, like, I'm thinking about my dog Granger, and when she gets stuck, she gets focused on a squirrel in the tree, she will literally stand like that and not move, barely blink for hours. That's the animal desire, the animal drive. That's what they're asking to tap into. So the more you tap into that physical desire and drive and honor it with integrity, whatever that means for you, the more that you tap into that, the more you're going to tap into your own divine union of your soul and your higher self, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the merging of the two hemispheres of the mind. And this is the releasing and the letting go of what's holding you back, and opening up and expanding. This is the expansion. This is soul expansion. This is expressing your life force, expressing your driving passion by letting go of what you've been holding back on. So, or what's been holding you back. I'm sorry, I said that wrong, but how have you been holding yourself back? How are you denying yourself your desires? How are you limiting your animal instincts? This is the month to tap into a different side of yourself and really see how that is rewarding, because the more that you will go down this path, it's kind of funny even. Look at this. This is the Knight of Pentacles, but you notice how he almost looks like the Sagittarius here, right? Half man, half horse. So it's about getting into not just the man's logical way of thinking, but the animalistic drive and desire. And as we merge these two things, the logical mind, the animalistic drive, we merge these with our higher selves, with our souls, we get the full divine expression of who we are and who we came here to be. And so that's kind of the message here for you this month, Aquarius. Fully divinely express who you came here to be, so that you can get the most satisfaction out of life as possible. The Nine of Pentacles, what you don't see. This is the month to really focus on your desires, why is that not focusing? Speaking of focus. Focus on your dreams, your goals, your desires, okay? Chase your own desires. This is not the month to put your dreams on the back burner, Aquarius. All right, our clarifiers. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. Yep, 100 million, trillion, bazillion %. What this is saying is it's time for you to do a little work balancing that animal side of ourselves along with our desires, along with our logical self. This is the time to work on the integration of our higher self with our this is taking, like I said, look, there's actually 3 players here. If you look in these pictures, you've got you and your animal desires, you've got your logical human mind, and then you've got your higher self, represented here by Archangel Michael and the High Priestess. This is the divine union of your animal desires and learning how to take those desires and interpret them into a foundation that drives you forward towards abundance, prosperity, and success. Okay, the more work you do this month focusing on your desires exclusively, the further you're going to go, the much further you're going to go. This is a big giant month to make a big leap forward, Aquarius. Get really clear about what you want, and if it's a physical desire, go for it with integrity. There's a key word, with integrity, okay? Express yourself in whatever means you need, because the more you express yourself, the closer you're going to get to your highest actualized form, and that is beautiful, Aquarius. All right. If you haven't already, be sure to give me a like, share, or subscribe. I hope I get to see you next month, Aquarius, for Cancer season. And until I do see you again, you stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Love you, Aquarius.